So I'm Archita. So I'll give you a brief explanation of the account management system, and this is my code of the bank system so that I have made. So this analysis covers the overall solution and ties it to object-oriented programming principles. That is, the main four principles of object-oriented programming are abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. So this account management system allows the users to manage their accounts through a console application. So its main functionalities in this bank system are like the account management. That is, they create accounts, they can deposit money, they can withdraw the money, and also the transaction process. That is, they can send money from one account to the other account, and also the information that has been needed by the user, and also the transaction history. So the system keeps the transaction history of all the transactions, and also it records the history. So whenever the people sends money from one account to the other account, or they just withdraw some amount from their account, or they just deposit some money to their account, so it is being recorded by the system. So next is about, I'll be explaining you this code, that's explaining this code in a very brief manner. So first is the bank class. So in this bank class is being responsible for managing accounts and transactions. So it maintains a list of account objects and also the transaction objects. So in this bank class, so here we'll have the new when you have to create a, so they'll so in this bank class, so if you want to create a new account, so it's been used here, and also the new account is being created. So if you want to add account, like if you already have an account, you have to add other account. So that is also has been mentioned here with this add account, with this add accounts, add a new account to the bank. So these are the some of the methods. So next is about get account. So get account is like it retrieves a account. So it retrieves an account by name. That is, for example, if you give your name as a bank, as a in a bank account, it just fetch your bank details with your name. So next is about get all accounts. So the accounts that has been in the system, uh, so it returns with all of the accounts with their bank transactions, their history, etc. Next is about execute transaction. So it executes the transaction and adds to the transaction history. And also the next is about print transaction history. So if the customer or the people, if they have their account in this bank, so it gives a transaction history. That is, if they have deposited some amount or withdrawn some amount, so the system keeps the transaction history and it's been printed here. Next is about account class. Yeah, here's the account class. So it represents a bank account with a name and a balance. Actually, it maintains a history of transactions. So first is about the transaction history. It maintains the transaction history, and also the deposit. Um, yeah, this one. So this is the key method, that is deposit. So it increases the account balance. If the peop if the people who have account in this bank needs to deposit their money in this bank account, so they can deposit, so the money gets added here. And also withdrawal. Withdrawal is if the in need of money, if they take from their bank account, it just reduced here, and this is the one for the this is the withdraw command, and it's being used as a method. Also the add transaction. So add transaction is nothing but it adds a transaction to the account's transaction history, and get transaction history is get transaction history is retrieves the transaction history. Next is about transaction class. So in this transaction class, the main principle is being used here is abstraction. That is, saves as a base class for all transaction types. It defines the common behavior and properties for transactions such as amount, date, and status. So first is about execute. So execute it actually marks the transactions as executed. If the transaction is being done, it's been marked as executed. And also rollback. Rollback is a function, so it reverses the transactions if possible. Reversed. So yeah, this is execute. So in this execute function, the transaction has been executed. So in this rollback method, reverses the transaction if possible, and also print. So it just prints the transaction details used by the customer. Next is deposit transaction. So in this deposit transaction, withdraw transaction, transfer transaction. Okay. So in this deposit yeah, in this deposit transaction, yeah. So in this deposit transaction, so it executes the it like this class is inherited from the transaction class and implements specific behaviors. So yeah, in this deposit transaction, so the amount gets deposited if the customer or the people who have account in this class wants their money to get deposited to add up their money in this bank account. And this is withdraw transaction if they take their money from the bank account. So this is the one for the withdraw transaction. So this is the code. And also transfer transaction class, so you can transfer it from one account to the other account. So that's what has been that is what has been written here. So these are some of the subclasses. The main class is about the bank class, account class, deposit transaction. So these are the main classes. So I'll show you the output too. So this is the output. Here like you have created a for it is a new bank system. So I have added these 8 things, that is new account, deposit, withdraw, transfer, check balance, list all accounts, print transaction history, exit. So yeah, first of all, I have done a mistake here. So I just gave an option like 2, that is deposit. So without creating an account name, I just gave amount for deposit. So if I enter the name Archita, so it gives the result as no account found with that name. That was a mistake done here. So next again it repeats with the system here, that is with the 8 classes. So here now I'm giving an option as 1. So option 1 is about new account. So new account with the name I have created with the name Archita, and also the balance, starting balance as 2000. So here you are getting as amount account created. And next and also I have created other yeah yeah and also I have created an other account, that name is Priya, and starting balance of Priya's account is 5000. That is also an account created. So there are 2 bank accounts here. So next is about I'm going to deposit some money in Archita's bank account. So here the money deposited is 3000, and deposit of 3000 is being added, and the result is being success here. Yeah, so that has been done. And also for the previous bank account, deposit of 3000 to Archita has been success. And also, next the option is about withdraw. So a withdraw of 1000 from Priya has been success. So next is about transfer. Yeah. So I'm going to withdraw an amount from Archita. That is the amount I have entered is 6000, but the total amount with Archita is 5000. So if the fund is insufficient, it comes with this, and withdrawal has been aborted. So again, these options comes here, And also I have selected an option called transfer. So in transfer, I have given an account name Archita. So from which account? Two from account and two account is being asked. From account from Archita and two account is from Priya. And amount to be transferred is 1,000. So transfer of 1,000 is being done from Archita to Priya is successful. So next is I have selected an option 4, that is transfer. So here the account name I have given is Raghav. So with that account name, there's no fund found. So no account found with name Raghav. That has been displayed here. Yeah. Next option is check balance. So I have checked the balance of Archita's account. So the balance of Archita's account is about 4,000. So next I have selected an option of 5. That is list all accounts. So with this bank system, how much accounts have been associated? So yeah, um, so yeah, that is the sixth option. So the account with the account name with Archita, her balance is 4,000, and account name with Priya, her balance is 5,000. These are the two accounts that has been associated in this bank, associated with this bank. Next option is about print transaction history. So I have just been to the transaction history of it's been transaction history of Archita, Priya, and the transactions made and the deposit and the withdrawal made of both the accounts. Next is exit. So this is an exit option. So you just give exit. That's all. So thank you.